How's it going, guys, and welcome to Gaming Evolved. I'm Shifty Cow, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the best ways to rank up and make a lot of money in Battlefield Hardline. So if you do go on to find this video helpful, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more awesome gaming content. So hopping right into it, just so you guys know, if you are getting a lot of points in any game mode or stuff like that, that's going to equate to a lot of money, and you're also going to be getting a decent amount of XP. So my first tip for you guys is to know which loadout to choose depending on what game mode or which maps you're playing on. For example, whenever I'm trying to make a lot of money on Hardline, I pretty much just hop into a Conquest large server and I go as an operator with either the ACWR, the M416, or the M16A3, because those are pretty much some top tier weapons in this game, and they're probably the best weapons in the entire game, so you really don't have to worry about being underpowered when it comes to close range, long range. You pretty much have a decent, well-rounded gun for any scenario. If you're new to Hardline, I would definitely recommend finding one gun that you really enjoy and has some good stats, just kind of sticking with it so that way you can rake up a ton of kills and you don't have to worry about switching from different guns and having to unlock new attachments and everything like that. So try and find something you're really good with and stick with it. As for the attachments, you're going to want to make sure that you have a good sight that you can clearly see your enemy, and personally I like to go with the Cobra sight, but a lot of people have different opinions, so really just go with what you're comfortable with. And then for pretty much every single weapon, I always throw on something like either a heavy barrel, an extended mags, and then a stubby grip, because that's a really good combination, and the only thing you might want to change is maybe throwing on a suppressor, depending on what map or what playstyle you have. Also, you're going to want to make sure that you're changing your class depending on what game mode you're playing. So if you've been playing as an operator the whole time and then you decide to go over to Hotwire, which is a really good game mode for making a lot of money, you're probably going to want to switch over to something like the mechanic, because then you have access to a grenade launcher, repair tool, all that kind of stuff that's going to give you a lot of points and a lot of money. Also, if you are playing on things like Hotwire and you're an operator, you're really not going to be able to take advantage of your gadgets like the defibrillators or the first aid pack, because most of the gameplay is going to be in a car. So you really want to be smart with what you have as your gadgets, and really think about which gadgets are going to bring you the most points and the most money. Personally, I like to go on the operator class with the defibrillators and the first aid bag, because those are going to bring you a lot and you can revive people, which will help you capture flags. As a mechanic, I like to go with the grenade launcher and the repair tool, because repairing things, it gets you points, and if it's a hot wire, it keeps the objective alive, which is even more points. And those are probably my favorite classes for getting money, just because they perform really well in different situations, and they have gadgets that help you play the objective. But if you do want to play something like the Enforcer and you're really good at it, I would probably suggest going with a battle rifle. That way you have a bit of range over the shotguns, probably an ammo bag, and then maybe breaching charges depending on what game mode you're playing. Finally, if you really do want to play as the professional, I would choose whatever sniper you're comfortable with, along with the laser trip mines and then something like the camera, so that way you're going to get points just for spotting enemies automatically. So the next tip I have for you guys is know which game modes get the most score or the most money. So probably the most efficient one is Hotwire, especially if you have a couple of buddies and you can just drive around in one of the Hotwire objectives. You are going to go on an amazing score streak. Hotwire allows you to get extra points just for destroying certain vehicles or stopping people, and it's really fast paced and a lot of fun, so this is probably one of my favorites for just getting a lot of money. But if you don't have anyone to play with or someone who's driving you around and they know what they're doing, it can be pretty stressful. So if you don't have a good team and you're just not sure what to go to, you can't really go wrong with Conquest Large, because that does really support people who don't want to play too much with teammates but still want to have an objective that they can get a lot of points for. Now, if it's the complete opposite of that and you've got a lot of buddies that you want to play with, you can really get some teamwork going, I would probably recommend going on something like Heist or Blood Money, because especially on Heist, you get a ton of money if you're able to successfully put the objective at the helicopter or successfully defend it and stuff like that. Also, whatever game mode you decide to play, make sure that you are on the winning team, because you're going to get a nice hefty bonus whenever your team wins, and that's going to really equate to a lot more money and ranking up a lot faster. Also, every game mode has a bit different objective, but if you're able to find the objective and really play it hard, you're going to be rewarded with some really nice points. Finally, my last tip for you guys to make a lot of money is to understand how the boosts work and be sure to apply them, because they do expire after about 30 minutes of activating them. Now, boosts in Battlefield Hardline are a lot different than they were in Battlefield 4. So the first difference is that they are class specific. So if you activate one for the operator class, it's not going to help you at all if you decide to play as the mechanic. So be sure you're playing as the right class, and that way you can take advantage of these boosts. Also, rather than just having a one-type-fits-all boost for everything, they have a lot of different types, so make sure you read through and figure out which one works for you. Personally, if my aim's off, I like to throw on something like the assist boost. That way, I pretty much get more points for partially killing someone than I do for actually killing them. So be sure you're constantly checking battle packs for more boost, and be sure you're activating those as soon as you can. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you found anything helpful and you'd like to support this channel, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more awesome gaming content. If you'd like to see anything from Battlefield Hardline, be sure to leave a comment down below and we'll try to make a video on it as soon as possible. As always, guys, be sure to check out our Twitter, and until next time, guys, stay buttery.